Lots of people talk about VPNs, or virtual private networks, but no one seems to know what it actually means. Many people claim it gives you a measure of privacy, but that's not true for most people. When you connect to a VPN, it is true that your apparent location, relative to the internet, will change. However, as soon as your device communicates with a service like your email, Netflix, or Facebook, you are effectively announcing to those companies, and to all their ad partners, who are the main people tracking you, that you are now at this particular internet address, which throws away any measure of privacy that you just received from connecting to that VPN. It's like when you play hide and seek for the first time with a little child, and as soon as you say, "I wonder where Susie is," Susie jumps out of her hiding place and says, "Here I am." So if you are paying for a VPN expecting privacy, and you aren't super careful with your internet traffic, you're really just lighting your money on fire. Another part of the privacy pitch that most VPN ads make is that your traffic is being hidden from your ISP, or internet service provider. This is only partially true. It is true that with a proper VPN tunnel they won't know which websites you are visiting at that moment, but they do still know how much bandwidth you are using at any given time, and since the various VPN companies only have so many internet endpoints, your ISP will know which VPN provider you are using and which country or location you are pretending to be located at during any given moment. This information is still valuable for them, as data brokers can use that info, along with what info they get from ad trackers, to reverse engineer your activity. ISPs can also get a good sense as to whether you are checking your email, if you are watching a video, or if you are playing a video game, merely by comparing your current bandwidth use to their extensive databases of bandwidth uses for other known activities. So while a VPN does make it slightly harder for your particular ISP to harvest your data, it's not giving near as much privacy as most would assume. A VPN provides as much privacy as a changing room whose walls are made of dirty glass. Nothing is really hidden, and all a peeping Tom needs to get a look is to change his tactics slightly. The other main claim that VPN ads make is that it will somehow improve your security. Once again, this is false for most people. VPNs were originally created for, and used by, companies who wanted a secure way for their workers to connect to the company's network from other locations. What made it more secure is they only needed to expose a single port to the internet, the one for initiating the connection, as opposed to allowing every port on their network they wanted access to direct access by the internet. In this scenario, the VPN is essentially creating an encrypted tunnel from one computer, or set of computers, to another. What made that secure is that the company controlled both ends of that tunnel. When you are browsing the internet, you have no control over the endpoints that you are connecting to, namely websites. Because of this, a VPN that simply spits out your traffic somewhere else on the internet does nothing for you from a security perspective. If you go to sketchy sites or download sketchy files, you are just as vulnerable. While there are legitimate use cases where a VPN can enhance someone's security, it doesn't provide any real benefit when the endpoint you are connecting to is just another location on the internet. If anything, connecting to a VPN expecting it to protect your browsing will make you less secure, as you might not be as careful as you normally would be due to a false sense of security. The one claim that some VPN ads make that is true is that it allows you to bypass certain forms of censorship and location-based content restrictions. If you connect to a VPN in the UK, you can watch shows on Netflix that are normally only viewable in the UK due to the various contract agreements that Netflix made with the copyright owners. Streaming services have no incentive to crack down on this behavior, so I doubt they ever will. So if you want to watch content that is normally only viewable in another country, that's the one use case where paying for the average VPN service might make sense. If you want privacy or security, you should spend your money elsewhere.